Hey, how's it going? This is your Daily Sweet Talk for March 8th, 2026. Why is lava red hot? Because if it were cold and white, it would be snow. It's International Women's Day. My first International Women's Day as a woman. Uh, and so I've been thinking about girl stuff. Now, I think the way I used to think about this sort of thing, like gendered things, um, is like that it's all arbitrary. I started wearing headbands as a man. I started wearing leggings, things like that, and anyone can wear those. And I encourage men to, or anyone to branch out into things that seem unconventional. It doesn't have to just have to do with gender. Just like anything that you want to try, but you're like, well, someone like me doesn't try it. That can be that you can be that person. Um, but I had always thought of like girl stuff as like, well, this can be for anyone. I think I wasn't particularly interested in girl stuff as a kid because, well, I'll talk about that at a later time. But like, things that are considered girly. I mean, I talked about the color pink before, um, and how that's considered girly. I've always liked the color pink, um, but not in a girly way. Um, uh, Now I do like it in a girly way. I think. I mean, I've got this mouse I just bought. I chose the color pink because I'm like, that's like cute and feminine. Um, I think if I, said that to myself a year and a half ago, I'd be like, why is it feminine? Anyone can have that sort of mouse. And I don't disagree with that. But I've started to embrace things being for girls, even if anyone can, you know, it's a tricky tightrope to walk because I have very much always been like anything is for anyone in that sort of way, specifically, like, I mean, particularly with gendered stuff. I think it was all very arbitrary, or that's how I've thought about it. um but I think things being for girls can be nice, and particularly, I mean, I say particularly again, um well, spaces for women are important in a patriarchal society, um, which is why we have something like International Women's Day to celebrate women. That I don't think I was ever like, oh, that's stupid. I think I was always like, because we live in a patriarchal society, things like International Women's Day are important. I think I was more thinking about things like, well, gendered restrooms. I've talked about that before as well. And even in that video, I was like, I think restrooms should be for everyone. I don't think they should be split into genders. And I think I still stand by that. But I've grown to appreciate women's restrooms as being spaces for women. There was a great short film I watched, which I'll link. I think it was called The Girl's Bathroom. Um, and it was girls talking about their experience in women's restrooms and bonding with women in female spaces like that. Um, and as I've been presenting as a woman, I think I've grown to appreciate spaces like that, and um, not just spaces like that, but things that are for women in that way as a way to express my femininity. Um, Whereas before I would have been like, I don't know, it's all arbitrary. But I think it is to an extent. I think that's a good like spirit to have, and I think that was not bad for me to think that. But I think it's also good to celebrate things as womanly or as manly in a sort. I don't know. Like I said, it's a tightrope to walk, but I'm happy being a woman. Women rule.